Assalamu alaikum. Let me set the context first. I'm going to lose my job today, tomorrow, or the day after. We have discovered something new, something that we all are aware of. AI. AI is going to take my job, yours, probably all of us. So that's the question I get every day. I have to answer them every day. Hi, my name is Nayeem Islam, and I'll be actually speaking up about what AI does, where we need to get scared of, and where we should not get scared of. Let me start with one of my own stories. When I started my career, I was a solo developer in a sales team, and I was always insecure to lose my job. So a solo developer doing everything front end, back end, and dev side, and in fact DevOps side, everything. So if I take somebody new into the team as a developer, my job comes into risk. Probably the team will get better service from the other guy, and I lose my job. This, I was overburdened with all the activities, but then something magical happened. I came out of my comfort zone, took a little guy. And trust me, that particular time changed my life. From then on, what I used to do alone, together with my team, the new member coming in, we could do it faster within half time. So that poor guy coming into the company did not take my job, probably gave me an empowered version of me, and we could deliver more and more products. So AI coming into the game is also doing the same thing. We are all getting scared because our convenient job, the conventional activities that we do, are coming at risk. How do we survive? Okay, the first thing is I will bring in an example of what we used to do. Say, if we rewind about 150 years back, in the US alone, there was more than 70% people working as a farmer. So their primary job was farming. And then one day we discovered tractor. And after 150 years today, it's 2% only the overall population of the US doing the farming activities. What happened? Yes, tractor did replace farmers. People who used to do farming are doing something else. And only 2% are now working as farmers. Did it decrease the production of foods or anything? In fact, statistic doesn't say that. Stats says US right now is one of the biggest agro exporter. So I am going to actually compare AI with tractor. We will probably discover something new coming forward. We did discover tractor, we discovered internet, computers, AI right now, probably agentic AI within a couple of years, all over, then ambient AI and whatnot. We did discover something in our life that probably about 50 years back, no one heard of, no one could imagine. We have invented rockets, we are going to moon, we are meant to colonize Mars and whatnot. First is, why I'm trying to speak about AI. So if you have seen it, it is the fastest growing tech ever. Any other technology that you have seen, it took years, if not decades. And AI, if I bring just ChatGPT as an example, it took only 15 days to get about 400 million users. Only 15 days. And I believe the craze was beyond hype. Today, jobs are shifting. The convenient activities that you used to do, those are moving fast. and faster than you can imagine. We have developed a project for one of our overseas friend. They have a clinic hospital. So we did one activity for the radiologist department. What they used to do, they used to see ultrasonograms, x-rays, scan through every day, each of them one at a time. And that used to take a long time. So what we did, our application with about 90-95% accuracy doing the activities, that regular screening. And the main radiologist, she came to us and asked us, hey, what about my job? She took her time. The next day, we found her doing something else. She was not doing the regular activities like a robot does. She was spending more of her time looking at the critical cases. So that is what AI is going to do to you today. Instead of keeping you a robot, it is going to make you do something that you are meant to do. So you are going to spend little of your time, do creative activities, dreaming for the future, not actually being surrounded or obstacled by the regular activities that you have today. And in fact, if something happens, there is always a dark side. But we can for sure overcome this. And as Bangladeshis, we have a lot more to do, miles to go. Now, one thing for sure, I give you another stat. We Bangladeshi developers are always underdogs. So, although we became, in terms of GitHub, we became one of the largest active GitHub user community last year, the year before. Nobody talks about this. We bring about 2 billion of USD from overseas as our national international currency, adding to our national growth. No one talks about that. We did see ICT ministries doing this and that before this July revelation, but nothing came to this segment of our life where we can say with pride, but we are doing things for you. And in fact, we are. When you are scared of AI, I tell you this, 65% of Bangladeshi developers are working for companies overseas. Silicon Valley, you see, probably our nearest neighbor in Bengaluru, one of the largest IT hub of India. We are working for them as well. The other developers in the country working for MNCs, working for private and public sectors, doing things that probably you did not know about. But there is a case. Our development, just like the developer being underdog, our activities are unsafe. Today you are scared, I was scared. But if we get empowered, that could be the key solution which is going to take us to the next step of our future, where we'll be empowered, ready for our AI-driven future. We will be data-driven, we will be result-driven. So how do we do this? I remember when I was a child, I, by the way, belong to a very typical Bengali family. So I saw my father having one phone over the whole village. And I used to, understand a few words in English. And I did make phone calls for my father, send SMS to other people using my father's phone. Most importantly, I used to play games with the phone. But that didn't actually bring me any negative aspects. Rather, my parents said I was a tech genius because I could send the text, probably make a phone call. They gave me access to devices. And today, I can proudly say I'm an engineering lead, doing things for clients, doing things for me. So, access is something we need to ensure for all of us. Today, the work you're doing, tomorrow, it's not going to stay. So you definitely need to replace your career to something that is coming up. Just like tractors in the other slide I had replaced farmers. Farmers, they shifted their job. Technology did not actually replace the people. The jobs you are doing, we are automating it, but we are not replacing you. One thing for sure, the brands, tech giants, those are building AI technologies. They are consumer-centric companies. For example, Google, Facebook, and whatnot. Now, if their consumer cannot make money, how can they make money? So, my message today is you are not going to replaced. You won't be replaced. Rather, you have to look into your career, your life from a different angle. Now, how do we do it? If you want to shift from what you're doing today to the next version, what you want to become, a sustainable version, I present you a 3-step learning path that I always follow. In fact, I made my surrounding people follow the same thing. First, ask yourself, do I need it or not? AI today is doing everything beyond we probably could imagine about 5 years back. It is generating image, not only predicting text, you can generate video. It is replacing the SaaS platforms. It is doing things that are good for greater good, I would say. Do I need to follow everything? Probably no. Can go with the trend. What you are doing, your sector, doesn't matter tech or non-tech. Find out what you are doing that is repetitive. You are not a robot. So your routine work has to move from here to there. Ask yourself, do I need it? If yes, go to the next step. If not, please don't. Waste of your time. We humans live only about 60 to 70 years. Live with something else. If you are convinced you need it, the next step is to experience it. If you do not experience the stuff, you will never know how it works, what it is. So experience the stuff. Once you start experiencing it, you are going to look into the whole thing, the whole tool from a different angle. Probably you could have never earned that by looking into or hearing it from somebody else, or by going through any books you have, any documentation. Now you are ready for the next step. And by the time I tell you, you are ready, when you are done with doing this step, you are ready for your career. But the next step is a little bit more crucial. Share the stuff. So this is what I do. I find out the silent person in my surrounding, and I start bok-boking. What I have learned, follow the other 2 steps, I made him listen. And a lot of people who I make listen do not even understand what I'm saying. So not only I'm trying to tell him, share my knowledge, I'm trying to talk to myself. But there is a catch. If the other guy knows what I'm talking about, he also knows if I'm wrong or right. And there is the result. He will correct me. I do the steps again. I repeat. Once I'm done, I'm now the expert in the field. And talking about expert, the coming future that we have right now, that will need you to be an expert of a single skill, because one skill is always at risk. So you have to make sure if what you are the most expert one stuff, you are at least good at everything. You have heard of www, what we say World Wide Web. I call it will. I will, you will, we together we will do. And there's nothing to fear about. Don't be scared. I am not scared. In fact, I was nervous in the beginning when I came to the stage, but speaking to you all, the nervousness is gone. So that's the power of the collaborative environment you have created. And Kuala University, you have been amazing. Resting my case. Thank you so much, Nayeem Islam.